Hey girls, it's Tuesday. Go! Stay music, stop. Today I have a lot to talk about because I've got to talk about Mardi Gras, things that I did this weekend, and I've got to complete my own challenge in addition to completing France's challenge. In case you haven't noticed, I am finishing France's challenge right now as we speak. I lived in Florida for 5 or 6 years, and I have a lot of relatives that live in Mississippi and Texas and just in that general vicinity. And so I thought I'd do them right good, and I'd talk about Mardi Gras while I'm maintaining my southern integrity and hospitality. These are genuine Mardi Gras beats. These came from Louisiana. My Aunt Charlene and the rest of the Rainers went down there to, what part of Louisiana is Mardi Gras in?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
I also do Mardi Gras in Quebec.
But not here.
In France.
I'm all dressed up for Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is French.
Yeah, I know.
What's it mean? And what does Mardi Gras mean?
Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday. Where's Mardi? Just do it.
Nope, can't do it.
Then leave. Tell you where the exit is. You can take yourself out. Get on out of here. Anyway, Rainers went down to New Orleans, my Aunt Charlene, and she caught these during the parade. There's probably a few of you on this channel who don't know exactly what Mardi Gras is, seeing as you lived in the North. And I guess it's my responsibility to show you guys what Mardi Gras is all about, considering it's always on Tuesday every year. Quick history lesson. Mardi Gras is actually French. It's basically a day where everybody goes out and commits the 7 cardinal sins like gluttony and to get all of your, for lack of better term, sinful energy out before Lent. Lent being when you give a certain thing up for 40 days because it's of the devil. So I guess it doesn't have a very admirable start. But what it's evolved to mean, and especially in the States, in the southern states, we don't celebrate it up here because it's just too gosh darn cold. It's a day where the whole town comes together, kind of like a family. People line the sidewalks downtown and watch as these big old floats go by. People have been working on these things for months and months, and then in addition to floats, these people are all wearing costumes and masks. People who are on the floats are throwing out candy, and they're throwing out these. So if you ever go down to New Orleans or maybe like Biloxi and you go to Mardi Gras, the catchphrase is, "Throw me something, mister." And I think I've thoroughly embarrassed myself now, so I'm just going to go back to my regular accent because I don't speak that way anymore. Just so you guys know, that was actually more of a Texan accent. It's not very close to things that people spoke in Florida at all. It's actually more of a touristy kind of place, so most of the people aren't actually Southern. I'm going to leave this one on. Alright, now that you all know the history of Mardi Gras, and I thoroughly embarrassed. Do you hear that twang still left? Oh my goodness, there's still a little bit of it. New York, New York, New York. I can't get it out of my head. It's like my tongue is thick and it's slowed down in my mouth. Is that weird or what? Now down to the business of fulfilling my own challenge. Francis, I totally agree with you. I should have realized that for the 5, is it 5? Yeah. I should have realized that for the 5 of us, the delineation between cool and weird is going to be a little foggy.
Raindrops on roses, whiskers on kittens, bright copper candles.
So this is my desk. This is what I sit in front of when I'm talking to you guys all the time. But what I really want to show you is this lamp right here. I got the base of it, the general frame of it, at the thrift store, and there was a really weird butterfly caterpillar shade on it that I really didn't like, so I just ripped it off. And there's actually no sewing in this entire project. I just used a glue gun because I am craftily challenged. Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention my guitar. Her name is Ocean, as most of you know. And I have to say now before I forget that I'm very honored, Laura, that you woke up in the morning with my song that I wrote and I played stuck in your head. I think that's been one of my life goals, so I'll be able to cross that off the list now. This is a bird whistle that some of you may have seen if you used to watch our old channel, the number 4 Psalm on YouTube. Cool stuff, with my cool stuff. Ah! There's this quilt that I'm trying to pull out from underneath all of this rubbish. I like to collect stuff for when I move, and this was just too gorgeous to pass up. Weird stuff. Can I talk about weird stuff now? Because this closet is chock full of it. This little guy may look creepy to some of you, but he was my favorite toy when I was a little girl. His name is and he's my main man. He's not a squirrel or a chipmunk or, a spin-off of Elmo or anything. He is the letter U. I just recently found him. I think we've unpacked the last box since we moved here a year and a half ago, and he was in it, and I love him. Okay, so this may not be terribly weird, but I really hate those alarm clocks that light up at night and just beep to wake you up, so I've decided to get an old alarm clock that hits itself to ring. Actually, I think you might have seen this in another one of my videos. That's just how obsessed I am with it. I've actually named it, so yeah, moving on. Actually, I just noticed that what it's sitting on is kind of weird. Usually I have the divider. It's over there in front of it so that you don't see this spare mattress, but I was using it for my vlog. I keep this around in case someone decides to come over, and then we can just throw the mattress on the floor and we don't have to find another place for them to stay. Oh, other cool thing. Laura made me this Afghan for Christmas last year, and I love it. It's so soft, and it's purple, which is my favorite color, and there's a little heart on the side, and there isn't anything that I don't like about it. My favorite thing about it is that you made it for me, Laura. This is my first-degree black belt. Then it has my name in Korean, which is the language that most of Taekwondo is in. I feel awful that I'm out of practice. I'm really going to try hard to get back into it because I love it. Alright, so those are the things to complete my challenge. I realize that I'm still talking oddly, but Francis, it's all your fault. In response to your vlogs, Laura, you went first. You did balance the book on your head. I'm really sorry. I know that you did the challenge twice, and I feel awful. I was just trying to get my video up on time for you guys, and so I didn't get to see yours, Laura, because yours wasn't up at 10 o'clock, and then I made you balance a book on your head twice, which must have been awfully traumatizing for you, and it's going to take me a while to forgive myself. See, Tuesday with me. Kara, I am so glad that you're back. I love the story about you and your beloved David, and the way that you met. Friday was Sarah. I wouldn't have been if it was Francis because of the alliteration. Friday was Francis. More than welcome for that ballet bar. I'm so glad that I can help to encourage and facilitate your passion for dance. Francis, you were late. Yeah, you were. I'm going to have to talk to the rest of the girls and see what we would deem appropriate, but you do have one coming. I'm awfully sorry. I know it's only your third time posting, but they're going to be kind of fun anyway. So excited that I have most of the plot, like 90% of the plot together for this book that I'm working on. I'm so excited. The title, the working title for now, is Home, and I can't go too much into detail. I'm just so excited to be able to write this book. I feel like it's an honor that this idea came to me and I get to write it. So that's pretty much it for today. This weekend I'm going to be going to my sister's play, Cinderella, and I don't work a whole lot this week, so it's kind of nice to have a time off to write and work on my modest proposal. I'm writing a paper on the problems with the religious right. If any of you have read Jonathan Swift's A Modest Proposal, this is something along the same lines. It's a satire on that particular group in society, and the full title is An Immodest Proposal for the Consolidation of Church and State. That should be interesting. That's due in just a couple of weeks, so I actually should probably get writing that right now. And yeah, that's all for today. Kara, I will see you tomorrow.